Hi, this is Miki Wright. I'm with beautysuperstars.com. I'm a hairstylist and salon business coach, and I help stylists to get more clients and make more money. And I am here today because we're doing just a quick interview. We're just going to have a little chat with Chris Nobles of Haircology products, and we just want to share a few little salon success tips. I've been sharing my hashtag salon success tips for the last couple weeks or so. Just want to take it to another level and give you guys a little bit more of education tips, tricks, and what have you to be successful in the industry. So I want to welcome Chris.
Thank you.
Yeah, it's like I just want to share how much I saw you or met you several years ago. I guess you were teaching we were in the same classroom. You were.
Yeah, I remember in Charlotte.
Exactly.
Hmm.
And I was so impressed with you. It's like you're so knowledgeable, about the chemistry and about, how the hair works. And so it's awesome that you have a hair product, because it's like when you have that kind of background and that kind of knowledge, you can't help but create something that works
Hmm.
really well. So I'll let you take it away.
Okay, well, I'm Chris Nobles. I am from Kinston, North Carolina. I have been a stylist for over 14 years now, and I really love my profession. One thing that I tell all stylists, I don't care if they've been a stylist for 1 year, they're in school currently, they've been a stylist for 40 years. You
Mhm.
always need to do continuing education because the industry changes all the time. And one thing that I love about my job is I never technically get bored. And I always feel like I'm starting over again in my profession because by the industry constantly changing, what I done 5 years ago, I'm doing something completely new now. So it's
Right.
kind of like I'm constantly starting my job over. So I never get bored. And one thing I tell anyone is going to school for a cosmetologist or they're in the industry, you will always have a job if you have the proper education.
Right.
Um, but what is you tell me what you want me to talk about?
Yeah,
And
well, I absolutely love what you're saying. It's like I've been, in education for all these years, like more than 25 years as an educator. And, I use the hashtag a lot, never stop learning, because I think it's vital, really imperative. And like you say, the industry changes so fast. And it's like, I find that a lot of times we don't change with the industry. It's like we keep doing the same old thing. And so I really appreciate you saying that, because I think that we really need to look at our industry, because I think, not only the last 5 years, but the last, 10 years to 5 years to now has changed a lot. Not just a little, not just increments, but a lot. And it's like, I think I use the analogy in one of the classes about Blockbuster versus Netflix. And Blockbuster was approached by Netflix to be able to take over their to include them, kind of have a partnership. And they said, no, we're doing so great. We don't really want to be bothered with a startup. And of course, Blockbuster went bankrupt, and Netflix is, I think it's a $40 billion plus company. So, it's kind of like, who do you want to be? So I know you have an event coming up that's all about education. So I wanted to definitely hear about that, and just, ways that you feel like we can change and shift. And retailing is one thing that I see, but let me know, what you see.
Well, one thing I would say, when you don't have an open mind to learn new things, you're holding your own self up. And as the industry change, it's not always bad. A lot of the things that are changing is actually making our job easier and more profitable without actually having to work harder for your money. Years ago, back when I first started doing hair, updos were in style and quick weaves were in style. And not only were quick weaves in style, it was basically just straight bulk hair. Now we have hair that's basically pre-cut or pre-styled, and we can just kind of glue it in. And basically, we match the pieces together like a puzzle.
Mm-hmm.
And we don't have to work as hard in order to accomplish our jobs. Then we have a product such as one of the products that I designed called Bonding Shield. And you put the bonding shield on your hair before a quick weave. So therefore, when it's time to take it out, you just rinse it out versus how it was back in the day. We had to use our fluid remover, your conditioner, your shampoo. You had to let the product sit. You had to take it out. You had to ruin combs. And you had to pull your client's hair out. So as time evolves, things do get better, but you have to have an open mind.
Right.
And the reason why I say you really have to have an open mind, I run into a lot of stylists and I'm sure you can agree, they kind of want to see how knowledgeable we are because they come into the room already with a preconceived attitude, I would say,
Okay.
that I know everything, and what you're not going to take nothing I don't already know.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And one thing that I was taught years ago is whenever you are standing in front of people that have just as much or more experience than you do, you have to make sure you're coming correct before you stand in front of them, because
Mm-hmm.
they're going to see what you know. As far as my event that I have coming up, is in Dallas, Texas. It's a 2-day event. It's going to be this Sunday and this Monday. I'm partnering with a good friend named Eunice Johnson. And Eunice is also an international educator as well as I am. And she's going to be doing a full day of hands-on sewing machine wig making and sewing machine closure making. And as I said, the industry has evolved. Years ago, when it came down to the weave industry, it was all foreign. African Americans did not own anything in the weave industry. We had to send all of our clients to the beauty worlds. We had to custom order the closures. We did not have any control of the hair. We could not retail hair. That was unheard of.
Mm-hmm.
And now in the industry, we are able to control that market. We're able to get money for our service, and we're also able to retail the hair. And in Eunice's class on this Sunday, she's going to be teaching you how to make a custom wig for your client using the sewing machine. And also making closures. So therefore, instead of us sending our clients to Beauty World and, we're out of that money, we're able to actually fit our client's head, measure our client's hair, pick out the hair for them, retail the hair to them, make them a wig, and we're able to keep all of the money within the salon. So that is going to be the class that's going to be taught on Monday all day. It's a 2-day conference. On Monday, that is my full day. My full day is a 2-part day, and the first part is a 4-hour part. The first part is going to be a look and learn hair cutting and hair coloring class, where I'll be doing about 2 models on cutting, 2 models on hair coloring. And one thing that I have learned when it comes down to hair color, it has nothing to do with the color brand. You need to understand your color theory.
Correct.
If you don't understand your different developers, you don't understand the difference between demi, permanent. If you don't understand your levels, I don't care what color brand that you're using, you're not going to be able to achieve that color.
Right.
And one of the biggest things that I promote in my classes is to follow your manufacturer's directions, but to use a color swatch book. And I'm going to be going over how to do every color from platinum to even platinum and relaxer the same day, to double processes, to different hair coloring placement techniques, because placement is really, really important.
Exactly.
Color is used for movement, and if you place your color on your client's head the wrong way, you're not going to end up getting movement. You may just end up getting a blotched color job.
Right.
And I'm also going to be going over cutting for the first 4 hours. And with the cutting, I'm going over how to use your clippers, which is very important in the salon because a lot of stylists don't use clippers, period. Right. And when you're using clippers in the salon, it puts you in a whole different arena. When you're using clippers, you get men, you get kids. It's just puts you in a whole nother arena because they feel like you're more up to date. Second, I'm going to be going over how to do cuts with a razor. Okay. When you pull that razor out, clients' pockets get kind of fat, loose, whatever you want to call it. Because the first thing they say is, what are you using? I never seen that before. So you're introduced into something brand new. Right. And cutting with a razor is really simple, and it really makes your job a lot easier because it simply automatically blends your haircut in automatically. You're not able to actually create a real weight line whenever you're using a razor versus when you're using a shear. Okay. So I'm going over all the cutting techniques. That's going to be on Monday. So the first 4 hours is going to be a look and learn, and the second 4 hours is going to be a hands-on 4-hour class. And I'm going over short pixie cuts, long layers, how to use all 3 instruments, even the thinning shears. Okay. The thinning shears is something that a lot of people don't use. In the African American salon, we really don't use thinning shears a lot because of the hair texture. But when it comes down to weave, you sometimes need a thinning shear. So I'm going to be going over all the cutting implements, all the different sectioning, all the different tools that you use, whether to cut the hair wet, dry. I'm going over all that. The first 4 hours is look and learn. The second 4 hours is your hands-on cutting. And going on to the retail part that you were mentioning, retail is something very important, because if you're not retailing maintenance products to your clients, they're not going to be able to, first of all, keep whatever you've done to their hair intact, especially if it's color. We all know that depending on the type of color that you're using, it could cause dryness, it could cause hair damage. And you have to use something in order to maintain the moisture and sometimes even the protein level inside of the hair. And if you're using the wrong thing on it, such as hair grease, you are drying the hair out. You're smothering the hair. And our clients don't really know. And if we're not retailing products to our clients, for one, we are causing our reputation, we're risking our reputation to go out the door. Because if that client hair needs a lot of moisture on because of the color that they chose, and you did not tell them that, you did not retail them something to keep moisture on it, and that client hair starts to shed, starts to break, they're going to look at you and say, well, you messed up my hair. Right. Technically, you may not have, but, you know, they don't understand anything about moisture. And it's your job to explain it to them and have products there for them to purchase. Now, what you're also doing if you don't retail is you're sending money out the door into a store. And that is something that we need to stop doing. And thirdly, whatever we retail are products that we need to be using in the salon. If you are retailing products in your salon, you got to automatically sell without even having to sell it. If you have your products on the wall, they're going to automatically ask you, well, what should I be using on my hair? Even if you sometimes neglect to ask them about retail products, if you have them on display somewhere in your salon, they will ask you, okay, what is that product for? Right. Do I need that? So retail is something that is very important, not only to maintain our clients' hair, but to also make us more money in the salon, because in this industry, it's a good industry, but you are going to work. It's a manual industry. And we need to be able to make money without actually having to work also. Okay. Right. With retailing, when it rains, when it snows, when a hurricane is coming, we can still make money on retail. Right. So, you know, you even have clients that like to exercise now. You know, right now, the trend is natural. Right. And clients aren't coming to the salon as often, but because they are natural and they exercise, they perspire really heavily, they need shampoo and conditioner. Right. And they're going to ask you which is the right one to use, because, you know, everything on the market is not good and everything is designed for all types of hair, and it may not be designed for them. And your client that's using the wrong shampoo and conditioner, that could ruin the integrity of their hair. So that's my little tips for today.
Well, that is awesome. It sounds like the event's going to be fabulous. That is really
Yes, I'm excited. I just got off the phone with some students. I'm really excited. It's going to be all day, 4 hours, look and learn. We're going to have an hour lunch. Then we have another 4-hour session of hands-on cutting. At my classes, we start on time. Okay. You know, start 30 minutes late. I might wait 5 minutes for you. But once we get started, we are learning. I don't play a lot of icebreaker games and a lot of stuff. You know, you all came there to learn. Right. And I want to make sure that you learn. Whenever you come to my class, I don't want anyone to be quiet. I don't want anyone to, you know, have a question and they're afraid to ask it. Okay. I may feel like I'm doing a good job of explaining everything, but you might not grasp something. Ask me. Right. But we are looking forward to the class this Monday and this Sunday. Weave and hair cutting and hair coloring. Those are things that are very essential part of your business, especially in the African American salon, especially. But
yeah, I mean, you hit everything really. It's like you hit all the keys, because it's like you definitely have to have that cutting skill. Is imperative, and like you say, it's not brand dependent. You know, you understand your brands and differences between the brands, but it does you no good if you don't understand the basics. So it's like really getting that foundation, and being able to formulate color no matter what line it's in. Really, it's going to be key. And then you get hands on. It's like that's the way you really learn. You know, someone standing over you and they're watching. It's like, oh no, you don't want to hold your hand like that. You need to hold it like this. And it's like,
And
oh,
better do a hands-on with me versus a
okay.
hands-on in your salon.
Okay. Yep.
And be like, oh, now he did that, but mine don't look like that.
Uh-huh.
Because in the salon, your practicing is over. It's like real deal. You jack up somebody, you might be in trouble.
Okay. You
You
don't want
know,
to do that. I say you don't want to practice on paying clients. So.
no. And that's one thing I tell cosmetology students. A lot of times they say, well, I'm afraid. That's why you have your instructors there.
Uh-huh.
Practice, practice, practice. Your instructors are there to fix something if you made a mistake, but your instructors are going to break down how you made that mistake. So
Right.
therefore, you know what you did wrong and how not to do it again.
Exactly.
But if you're in the salon just experimenting, I'm not saying not to do it because it's how you learn, but it might be the wrong boo-boo. And what
Right.
you gonna do? I mean, you can call me, but if you cut somebody's hair wrong, I can't glue it back on.
Right.
So,
Exactly. Yeah. So I love what you're doing. It's like I love, that you are sharing all this information, all this knowledge, and being able to put the stylist in position to, increase their income, because I definitely, promote us working smarter versus harder. And as far as retail, I always give the example of, running into your client at the grocery store, and you're
mhm.
like trying to hide because their hair is all over their plate, all over the place, versus, it's like, you don't want them introducing. It's like, oh, this is my hairstylist. It's like, no,
There you go.
still looking good. It's like
Mhm,
your hair is looking good. So when they say I'm their hairstylist, then it's like, okay, so they have
mhm.
everything that they need to take care of it in between. So yeah, well, I appreciate you being here. And I love, what you shared, and definitely I hope that everyone watching gets a lot out of this. And if they're not able to get to Dallas this weekend, that they will follow you. Tell us how to follow you, and be able to learn a little bit more of what you're sharing and learn more about the Haircology products.
Okay, visit my website at www.haircologyonline.com. There you can find my full line of retail products for professionals as well as your clients. Um, Haircology Online, and also what you can find on the website is it's a link that says shows, and it's going to show you all of the shows that I'll be doing education or either having a exhibit booth.
Okay.
Um, on my website. You can also follow me on Instagram or Facebook, and the tag and the handle is Haircology Products.
Okay.
So you can find me anyway, and also my phone number. You call me anytime. 252-527-0499.
Okay. Repeat that for us again.
252-527-0499. And
Okay.
company name is Haircology Products, and our website is haircologyonline.com.
Awesome. Yeah, you never have a pen when you need one, right? So
Yeah, that has
like,
words.
let me
Yeah.
get you scrambling for a pen. So I hope that everybody got that. And I want to thank you for taking time out of your busy schedule today. I know you were working on clients and
No problem. No
preparing for
problem.
your show and all, but I'm so glad that you were able to join me this afternoon. So
But thank you for inviting me. Thank you for asking me.
you are very welcome. It's like I want to do more of this and be able to, elevate our industry to really, share the knowledge, share the wealth, and be able to, raise the bar for everybody in it. So I
Hmm?
appreciate your contributions to the industry and keeping it professional. So
Likewise, the same to you.
yeah. Well, have a wonderful afternoon. I want to thank everybody who's taken time to join us. I hope that it's been informative and helpful. Feel free to share. As I said at the beginning, my name is Miki Wright, and I'm with beautysuperstars.com. So you can go there, and I actually have a free e-course that you can check out as well. And it is stars with an S on the end, Beauty Superstars. And I am a salon business coach. I'm still doing a little hair as well, and love helping stylists to get more clients and make more money. So visit us there. Follow me on Facebook, which is Salon Biz Coach 1, the number 1. And on everywhere else, I'm just Miki Wright, MikiWright. That's on Instagram, on Twitter, on wherever you can find me, YouTube. So so look forward to our next salon tips. So salon success tips. So take great care, and we'll see you next time.
All right. Thanks.